Hi everybody, welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to be making a Baymax balloon. Pretty easy. And if you watch the Elmo tutorial, then this one's a snap. Actually, one less step than the Elmo tutorial. So if you haven't seen it, that's okay. Stick around and watch this. And at the end, I'm also going to go ahead and do real time so you can actually see me it done and get an idea about how long it takes. And as always, in the comment section below, if you can tell me if you timed it, please let me know. So let's go ahead and get started. So the balloons I'm using for this are an 11-inch round, a 5-inch, a white 260. You see it's got quite a bit of a tail on it. We're gonna end up not using it all. So, and then the other thing I'm using here is a printed balloon, a heart. I got a butterfly heart. Got these from Laroque's Diana. And I'll put a link in the description below so you can actually, if you want to get some of these, you can. Nice. And then a little piece of scrap. We're going to use that for the head portion. So with my tutorials, what I always do is I bring the sound down and then I do voiceover. That way we can minimize the squeaking, and also you can pause it and take your time. You know, there's no rush or anything like that. And if you get stuck on something, just comment below, let me know. And then I think that's pretty much it. Let's get started. Let's bring that sound down. The balloon we're going to start with is the 11-inch. So it's underinflated, and I'm going to split it. And once I split it, I'm actually going to split it a second time. So that's all I'm doing. I'm splitting it. It's pretty soft. There you go. So you kind of get a good idea. And then we're going to split it again one more time. So I'm just pressing it against my body. That really helps when you go to try to split it. And right now I'm kind of clamped on it with my left hand, so I can kind of get a good separation there before I start twisting. So just work with it. And like I said, as long as it's really soft, you're definitely going to get it. And so what we're doing is we're getting the feet out of this, just like we did with our Elmo tutorial. So if you didn't see that, go check it out. Same idea there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is our white round is underinflated. We're going to roll that knot so we get the neck of the balloon to come out. We're going to marry the two. There you go. I'm not going to tie them. I'm just pressing the knots against one another, and I'm pushing those two knots up through that smaller balloon, the 5-inch. And I just grabbed that big hunk of balloon, I twist it around. Now I just have that little piece of white scrap that I have, and I'm just twisting around that hunk of balloon that I have, and it has so much friction in there. I pulled it so tight that I didn't even have to tie it, actually. So play with that a little bit on your own, and if you can get that consistently done, you know, where you don't have to tie a knot in it, then you're going to save yourself some time in the long run. Okay, so right now I'm going to do two loops, and they're about 3 fingers wide, just so you know. Okay, so two loops 3 fingers wide. And there's a second one to match, and now what we're going to do is go right around the head of the Baymax character. There you go, and we're just going to twist right back in, right to those loops that we made, and we can break off the excess, get rid of that, just wind that tail, whatever's left over, hide it away. And the last thing we're going to do now for this sculpture is we're going to go ahead and add the heart. Because this, you know, takes so little time, I decided I didn't want to leave the hands empty. It just helps the overall structure and gives it more volume, you know, and a lot of times more volume is more perceived value, so keep that in mind. Alrighty, so we pretty much made it to the end. Stick around for the artwork. Thanks for watching, and also stick around for the real time. Alright. Alrighty, so we made it to the end of the twisting. I think even the lesson doesn't take long, but I'm still going to twist in real time, just for the heck of it, right? The only thing I'm going to be drawing on it is actually I'm going to draw two things. I'm going to draw the eyes, and then he also has this little thing on his chest. That's where the little chip goes in or whatever. His program, I'm not sure actually. I saw the movie a couple times, but I don't remember everything. So for the face, it's going to be real easy. One circle, second circle, connect those two with the line, and then that's it. Just kidding. Fill those in. There we go. Always the dreaded filling in, huh? I think that's what takes most time. It's not drawing it, it's filling it in. Alright, so right here on his the left side of the chest, we're going to do a circle. There you go. Like that. Okay, and the design is going to go we have two lines slanting in, and then they're gonna slant up. So you're making like kind of like two V's, right? If you look at it, you made like two V's, and then you're just gonna connect them at the top now. And the cool thing is, if after you do this a couple times, you'll be able to just go here and then go across and then go back down again. So I just wanted to break it down to make sure, yeah, you definitely get it. There you go. Okay. So you can see the art on it is very, very simple. That's a good thing about it. And so anyway, let's go ahead and now that we've made it to the very end here, I'm gonna get all my stuff prepped here to do it in real time for you. But before that, let me just say really quick, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, that's okay, give it a thumbs down. I will survive, I hope. So share it if you think somebody you know, can definitely use this. I know there are other Baymax tutorials out there, and so you know, I'm very glad that you're watching mine. I do appreciate it. And then subscribe, that way when I put something out, something new, you'll be notified and you can come check it out. So I'm always glad to see people, my views, you know, people were watching it, but also I really enjoy when people comment. Even if you don't like it, it's okay, at least you're commenting, right? We can talk about something. Anyway, let's go ahead and do a countdown right now. I got my stuff right here. So here it goes. 3, 2, 1. We made it. So now you get a good idea about how long more or less this thing can take. Just practice it a couple times. And oh, one more thing as we finish up here before I leave you. If you find this coming unwound on you, a lot of times what happens is you might have, there's a chance that you have underinflated this, as if it could get even more underinflated than it already is. But sometimes what's holding this place is the friction. And so if you find it coming undone, just take another piece of scrap. A lot of times, especially if you're doing this, you're gonna have white balloon left over. Wrap it around there and that's gonna help hold it in place, okay? So forgive me, I didn't say that at the beginning or during the voiceover, or maybe I will now, in post, right? So anyway, thank you for watching very, very much. And until next time, happy twisting.